unmute us? You good? All right. So the time is 6:30 p.m. and I call this special called meeting of the Red Oak City Council to order. Let it be known that notices have been duly posted in accordance with Texas Government Code Section 551. We do have a quorum present. We have Councilman Brawley and Councilman Wilson online. In person, we have Councilman Drake, Councilman Franklin, and Councilman Goodwin. Also in attendance, we have City Manager, Assistant City Manager, Secretary, Police Chief, and Financial Department. So, all good? All right. So, to state that we had no online requests to speak at citizens' comments.
Correct.
And we don't have anybody that's wanting to come in to speak on citizens' comments. Okay.
And nobody online.
And nobody's online to speak. Okay. All right, then we'll go to regular business. Item 1, consider approval of ordinance number 21-034, the City of Red Oak, Texas, approving and adopting a budget for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2021, and ending September 30th, 2022, providing that the expenditures for the said fiscal year shall be made in accordance with the said budget, appropriating and setting aside the necessary funds out of the general and other revenues for said fiscal year for the maintenance and operation of the various departments and for the various activities and improvements for the city, providing for a repeal of all ordinances in conflict, providing a severability clause, and providing an effective date. Ms. Black.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Again, we had a public hearing for the budget. It was held on August 21st, at the conclusion of which Council voted to hold the record vote to adopt the fiscal year 2022 budget. Tonight, scheduled special council meeting. Again, we were very happy that there was no tax rate increase included in that budget. We're able to continue pursuit of economic development opportunities and also pursue grant opportunities, fund expenditures with the goals of investing in our employees and workforce, and then investing in infrastructure, facilities. We are also able to enhance fund balance. So the recommended council action is council vote to adopt the 2022 budget tonight as a roll call vote.
Okay.
Gloria, just to clarify, that does have all of the items that were discussed in the 2 budget workshop sessions.
Okay, great. Council, are there any questions that you need answered to make an informed decision? All right. And I want to make sure, Councilman Brawley, you can hear us good, and Councilman Wilson, you can hear us okay?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay, good. So I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance number 21-034, and this does need to be a roll call, so please say your name and your vote. Okay, so entertain that motion, and that was Councilman Drake. Councilman Franklin. Those in favor?
Franklin, aye.
Goodwin, aye. Drake, aye.
Brawley, aye.
Wilson, aye.
All right, that passes unanimously 5-0. Thank you, Council. Item 2. Conduct a public hearing for the proposed tax rate and consider approval of ordinance number 21-035 of the City of Red Oak, Texas, levying ad valorem taxes for the fiscal year 2021-2022 the tax year 2022 at a rate of 0.549874 cents for maintenance and operation, and a rate of 0.153771 for debt service, for a total rate of 0.703645 per $100 assessed valuation of all taxable property within the corporate city limits of City of Red Oak as of January 1, 2021, to provide revenues for the current expenses and debt service requirements, providing for due and delinquent dates, providing for penalties and interest, and declaring an effective date. Ms. Platt.
And this is a public hearing to allow public comment on the proposed tax rate prior to the tax rate adoption. And the city is required to hold this hearing because the proposed rate of 0.703645 higher than the no new revenue rate, which is 0.64017. The no new revenue rate, again, is that rate that for the 2021 tax year would raise the same amount of property tax revenue for the city as the same properties in both 2020 tax year and 2021. And per section 126 of the local government code, we have to calculate the increase in taxes based on that no new revenue rate for 2021 and not on the current tax rate. So although there is no change or increase from the current tax rate to the proposed tax rate, we do have to publish that tax levy increase as shown as 12.9% for $1,055,252, of which $626,802 comes from new property added to the roll, and then any other increase due to increased property valuation by Ellis Praise District. And the motion that's required by law to adopt that rate, same, even though it's the same as the current rate, states that it's effectively a 5.97% increase in the tax rate. Again, that's because it's not calculated on the current rate, but again, on that no new revenue tax. So because the proposed rate is greater than the approval rate, but not the de minimis rate, it does not exceed the rate that allows voters to petition for an election because the city has a population under 30,000. So again, that proposed rate is of 0.703645, made up of the maintenance and operation rate 0.549874, and the debt rate of 0.1577.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Platt. So this is a public hearing. We will open the public hearing at 6:38. Again, is there anybody online?
See no one online.
Okay. Do we have anybody send in anything? And then there's nobody at the door? Okay. All right, so I'll entertain a motion at 6:39 to close this public hearing. All right, that's Councilman Franklin. Councilman Drake. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's closed at 6:39. 5-0. All right. Council, do you have any questions specifically about this item? And that we have discussed this. You know, it's the stupid legislature that handcuffs our wording, and we have to do it this way. And we need to include, we can just pass this ordinance, or we have to include this adoption of the tax rate. We need to say that.
Right.
Okay. All right, so the motion would be to approve ordinance number 21-035, which will effectively increase the taxes by 5.97%, the percentage by which the new the proposed tax rate exceeds the no new tax rate. And the next one? And this tax rate will raise more taxes for the maintenance and operation, will raise more taxes for the maintenance and operation than the last year's tax rate. And, I'm sorry, I'm getting to it. And the tax rate for the M&O will be raised by, oh, that's the whole thing.
It's still on item two.
Yeah. So, hang on just a second. Thank you. All right, let me back up, council. I apologize.
Is the one in the packet the one we need?
Yes.
Well, I didn't have a dollar amount. I have a $0 amount.
Yeah, that's not what you need.
So I want to do this one right here.
That's right.
Okay, I got that. Okay.
Just like a little more.
All right. So I'll entertain the motion to approve ordinance number 21-035. And I ask that we adopt the property tax rate will be increased by the adoption tax rate of 0.703645 with the maintenance and operation rate of 0.549874 and a debt rate of 0.153771 per $100 of assessed valuation, which is effectively a 5.7% increase in the tax rate. Is that better? Okay. I'll entertain that motion to approve that.
So moved.
That was Councilman, Vacation Goodwin, I apologize.
Cruz is different.
Good, Christian Goodwin. I'll entertain a second by Councilman Drake. All right. Council, any questions?
No question.
Okay,
We're not increasing the tax rate, we've got the same basic tax rate we had last.
that is correct. This is a roll call also. Entertain the roll call, affirming that, proposal.
Franklin, aye. Goodwin, aye. Drake, aye.
Raleigh, aye.
Wilson, aye.
All right, that passes 5-0. I apologize, council,
I was waiting.
okay. All right. And so now we have to ratify it. Okay, thank you. Consider, item 3, consider approval of ordinance number 21-036, the city of Red Oak, Texas, to ratify the property tax increase reflected in the fiscal year 2021 to 2022 adopted budget, which raises more revenues from the property taxes than the fiscal year 2020 to 2021 adopted budget. Ms. Black.
So again, we're, after the adoption of the budget and the tax rate, we are required to ratify that increase in the tax rate. I've explained previously that's an increase from the noted revenue rate. And so the recommended action is to approve the ordinance ratifying the property tax increase in year 2022.
Thank you. All right. Council, do you have any questions on that? I have a motion to read.
No question.
No questions.
Okay. So the motion that we would like to adopt is the approval of ordinance number 21-036, and it's that I move that the council ratify the property tax increase reflected in the city of Red Oak's fiscal year 2022 budget, which raises more property taxes than last year's budget by $1,000,000 $1,055,252, which is a 12.5% increase.
12.5 or 12.9?
I'm sorry, 12.9% increase, I apologize. So I'll entertain that motion, please.
So moved.
Councilman Goodwin,
Second, Raleigh.
Councilman Brawley, sorry. Council, any questions?
No question.
All right. Those in favor, and this is also a roll call, please.
Franklin, aye. Goodwin, aye. Drake, aye.
Raleigh, aye.
Wilson, aye.
That passes 5-0. Is there anything else that we need to cover, Mr. Fuller?
I think that is it.
Okay. All right. I will entertain a motion at 6:46 to go home, to adjourn.
So moved.
Councilman Drake, Councilman Franklin. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's 5-0. That's at 46, 8:46.